talking to that man in the mirror, oh yeah. Now I'm asking him to change his ways, yeah, yeah. Now, I don't know Sophie Chandauka personally. She's the chair of Sentebale, the charity that Prince Harry and Princesses started 20 years ago. But whenever I hear a woman, particularly a black woman, being depicted as the problem or the difficult one, my guard is up. I'm literally ready to tie my wrapper around my waist because how is she the problem? Now, if it's proven as fact, no wahala. But until then, I don't accept it at face value. Sophie Chandauka reports the board of trustees who hired her to the Charity Commission and has filed a lawsuit against them. The allegations are of abuse of power, weak governance, bullying, harassment, misogyny, amongst others. And she has placed Prince Harry at the center of her allegations.
What you're essentially saying is that the Duke of Sussex is guilty of harassment and bullying and improper conduct in the governance of a charity.
Well, let me put it to you this way. I'm going to give you a really good example. The only reason I'm here, Trevor, is because at some point on Tuesday, Prince Harry authorized the release of a damaging piece of news to the outside world without informing me, or my country directors, or my executive director. And can you imagine what that attack has done for me, on me, and the 540 individuals in the Sentebale organizations and their family? That is an example of harassment and bullying at scale. And so if the world didn't want to believe that there's such a thing as bullying, this unleashing of the Sussex machine on me and the 540 employees at Sentebale who received this and have had to defend it.
Now, this entire framing is a tad intellectually disingenuous to me, because how is a public statement of Prince Harry and Princess an example of bullying and harassment at a scale when you, Sophie, put this out in the public domain first? Yeah, your report against the Board of Trustees at the Charity Commission is in the public domain. Your lawsuit against the Board of Trustees at the High Court is in the public domain. How else are Prince Harry and Princess meant to respond to your public actions except by responding with a public statement? You know, can you see that? I think you may have other examples, so dig deep, because this right here isn't it. Fascinating the way Sophie uses words like my country director, my executive director, because I'm thinking, girl, you're the chair. We all know the role of a chair, do you? Because you're not the CEO who runs the daily operations of the charity. The CEO would have country directors, executive directors, yada yada. But so why are you talking like you're the CEO, and why are you talking like you own the place? The language smacks of a hostile takeover, in my humble opinion. Equally fascinating is how Sophie frames this as an attack on the employees. Now, we all know the employees are not at the center of the altercation between the founders, trustees, and chair. So drawing the employees into this, to me, is a way of shaping the court of public opinion in her favor. I'm not sure it will do that, though, because, quite frankly, anyone should be able to see through this. And when asked if Prince Harry is misogynist to her, she said no.
You talked about misogyny. Let's be frank, are you saying that the misogyny stems from Prince Harry himself and his associates?
I would actually say my experience is Prince Harry himself, fantastic actually. We had a great relationship. But there are some individuals on the board who, quite frankly, did not treat me in the way that they would have treated the prior chair.
And herein lies the crux of my reaction to Sophie Chandauka's TV interview, because we know this TV interview is a court of public opinion where she presents her allegations against Prince Harry, bearing in mind that her allegations against the Board of Trustees are being addressed by the Charity Commission and the High Court, and I hope they get the seriousness and rigor required. But in the court of public opinion, no rules apply. It's a jungle out there, right? And I just think after watching the whole interview from start to finish, I did not find it compelling or persuasive. That doesn't mean I don't believe her or I believe her. That has jack all to do with it. It's just the same as I said at the start of this video. If I am not going to accept that she's the problem at face value without compelling evidence, I am not going to say I found this TV interview compelling when I didn't. Now, when Sophie Chandauka talks about this whole polo debacle, I have to say, I found that really annoying. Are you telling me after people worked their butts off, negotiated, secured the location, did all of that, they now had to cancel it a month before because Harry had a Netflix show? Now, that would piss me the hell off because that's just disrespectful of people's efforts if it happened the way she said it did. But I have to say, even that does not sound to me like a fundamental crack that should lead to irreconcilable differences, especially since she said they had, a great relationship. And then she talks about Prince Harry being a financial risk because some donors no longer wanted to donate because he had led royal family and there were all this drama around him. I say, if they don't want to donate, let them walk out the door. When one door closes, God will open another one. Simple.